Hello, welcome to the vlog. Happy Saturday. Good morning. Well, actually, it's Monday for me. It's 4 p.m., I think. And I just am getting to work. I started a tiny bit of work, but not that much. Today, I have to, write the Christmas cards and so that I can send them out Wednesday. But what I also want to do is, prepping things for next year, / cleaning up my studio, / doing the projects that I have on my list for the weeks to come, one at a time, and make space, be efficient, so that I can start first week of January with the regular work. So what I want to do today, I cleaned up, for one, what I did. I like I said, I already started, and I'm scatterbrained, so sorry about that. I got deliveries, for one, so new Mod Podge, crackling varnish, a new one. My old one was, empty, and new glue for, come on, Sarah. Why can you not? Hold on, I'm gonna get the things, because I don't remember the words. I'm not really awake. My brain, for whatever reason, is still in German mode. It's not in English mode where it has to be. So, the crackling varnish and the Mod Podge, huge thing, because I'm gonna start a new project there as well, and I need quite a bit of that. And the other one is size for leaf metal. So I wanted to use up my leaf metal next year, and my old glue for the leaf metal is dry, so I had to buy a new one. I haven't used it in years, so let me think. Last time that I used it, probably 2010, 2009, so years ago. So I had to buy some new one. But what I want to do now, after I did the unpacking, saw that delivery was okay, and cleaning up my brushes, meaning throwing those away that I'm not going to use next year, just making space. What I want to do now is, can you see? That shelf there is my paper shelf. So there's all kinds of papers that I paint on, like watercolor paper or acrylic paper. But there's also lots of pattern papers and other things that I use for, mixed media art. And what I'm gonna attempt now is trying to divide them. So what I already did was cleaning up the upper shelf. So this is all pattern papers in various forms, old books, bought pattern papers, maps, any kind of traveling maps from back in the day before we had GPS. So these are all background papers. For now, this is just the paper that I paint on. This is going to be together with that one, because that is also the surface that I paint on. I have to clean out that box. And this is postcards from Tina that I could use for media, mixed media work if I wanted to. So this is maybe more focal point. So what I'm gonna do now is, and I have a whole stack of shebang shiz, haha, Inception, Vlogception. This is my screen so that I can see what you see, so that I don't point you anywhere you're not supposed to be pointed. But this stack here, and there's quite a bit of paper. This is what I'm gonna go through now and cut up and do the focal points. So the background paper is there, and now I'm gonna choose, like, for example, items like this pillow stash here, this would be a focal point if I wanted to use it on any kind of an artwork page thing stuff. That makes sense, right? But I gotta cut it all up and divide the box from there between background paper and not background paper. Get my trusty scissors. And maybe I can manage to use this box for the focal points. Maybe I can cut them up small enough so that they fit in this box, because then I could actually reuse it right away. This was the packaging for my mom's birthday gift for me this year. And then I have to sort this in. This is what I always do when I go on vacation somewhere else, especially to other countries. When I fly out or go back by plane, bus, whatever, I buy a newspaper of that day from the local newspaper company. That's the word. Not because I'm curious to read it, but I use it for artwork. So I got a Boston Globe, I got a New York Times, and now I got the Dallas Morning News. I'm always buying one issue and I do artwork with it. So it's always somewhere in the background. So it would actually fit more on the background shelf. But I have to, like I said, sort things now and see if I can manage to divide it. I'm gonna let you watch along. Can you see something? Okay, I have to cut in this area. Yes, you can see something. So I'm just, battery says, yeah, kinda is there. So I'm just gonna get cotton. Oh, there's still ribbon and the birthday card. Gotta put that away. But I thought this tiny box would fit perfectly to get shit done. I think I'm just roughly cutting things here. Will probably be more well, neat when I actually use that piece. But that's that. There's the trash box. Do I want anything from this particular thing? Yep, actually I do. Well, there's a weird shadow on it. No, gotta go. Ooh, I like this. So I'm gonna use that piece. Very old catalogs. Do I need anything from here? Let's quickly go through it. Anything that I want to keep. Don't want to have any companies' names in. Maybe this one. Don't want to have any company names when I'm doing stuff in it on any journal or something. But maybe there's things that I could use. Yeah, this looks not too shitty. Put something there. this box I already started while the video was transferring to my computer because my SD card was full. I already started in this box sorting all the very small tiny strips of pattern paper and scrap papers to put in here, and anything like this one actually is not really fitting, that is more in a strip kind of a fashion, goes in this box. And these are all not focal points, they're backgrounds. Still having the focal points here, and I put some flowers out of that scrappy lot here on my table to go for the focal points. And all the big ones just go to the left for now, and I'm gonna sort them in the big box that I do have below the table. I'm just trying to clean up shit here. I tear things in half if they don't fit in the basket here. Just to make things work. At least for the papers. For cardstock, I'm just gonna put it to the pile on the left-hand side. Found those 3 in the box for the scraps, so I'm just gonna check for focal points if I maybe want something. Oh, this was a calendar. Huh, see? Did not remember that. Sort those. These are the cards that I'm using for, or that I did use for Tiny Tuesday, and that I'm gonna use for different kinds of projects in 2017. Gotta sort them a tiny bit. They're all playing cards or doubles or misprints of games, and all kinds of other tiny cards there. Now I gotta put the big focal points and inspirations into the folder. This goes also in there. There too. These are projects, inspiration. My desk is definitely too small for that shit. Alright. Let's see. That with the new glue. I'm wondering how can I have my desk a bit more efficient? Let's show you. But first I have to put you on the screen, otherwise I don't know if you see what I show you. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, this is the desk. It's chaos, chaos, chaos. So this is inspiration memory station. Computer stuff that is, well, if my big computer dies, I have to work with that and that. This is memory box of my dad's. So I do have the big folders in there, like the folder down here. But I'm wondering if I could have this a bit more efficient so that I can work on this desk maybe a bit more efficiently than I did before. Because I'm having already things prepped here for future projects, and I actually want to make this the project table. I think dinner's here. I have to think and maybe do that after dinner. So hold that thought, I'm gonna be back. All right, I'm done. I'm done. The desk is clean. The paper shelf is organized to the point that I could work. And this is how my desk looks now. So hold on, I need a little bit of help from my screen. So what I did is I changed up this shelf here. So these are now all the current things that I take inspiration from or that I use for the larger paper stuff. So this is Beyond the Lines, this is the fairy tale journal, this is other paper journals that, well, maybe are more for the output here. These kinds of journals, the magazine journals, this will be the fairy tale book. These are other notebooks that I can fill. This is the art journal 2017, this tiny one here, sketchbook and stuff, and well, my puzzle things, the nonograms. So got them there, and I have quite a bit of space now here on the lower desk. This is all my tools that I need for working at the desk and also prepping things. And this is my to-do and for this week, and this is the to-do for next year, the first art day video. I already got some material there packed together that I want to use for a project that I'm gonna do first January week. You can see it in the second January week. So yeah, got that done. Quite a lot of space. I'm happy about that. I'm gonna put you down. Hold on. This should be able for you to see. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff I got done. I was actually trying to do different things today, like for example writing my Christmas cards, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow and just use the time today to clean and just get space so that I can sit on this desk here to do things, because this is actually my inspiration station pretty much. So yeah, it's just my tiny little corner in the studio where I'm just by myself. I don't have a camera. like I do on the working desks. I don't have tons of computer things and lots of, well, outside world rushing onto me like I do on my computer desk. This here is the me desk. This is the quiet desk. This is where I very often, well, do like leisure time stuff. For example, well, doing the puzzles and nonograms and stuff, or sometimes even coloring, especially if I don't record it on video, or it's just me sitting here thinking, letting my mind wander and see, okay, what do I want to do? What inspires me? What is my internal voice saying? What has to come out? What is something that I'm going to put into the next piece of artwork? So if I have nothing in me that is like brewing and bubbling and that has to come out somehow, but if I'm super balanced, I don't mind this desk being cluttery, and I'm just using it for, well, putting projects or I don't know, boxes or stuff. I don't care, but I cannot have clutter on this desk when I need to, well, go internal and search or sort what is there for thoughts and emotions and what I want to do for the next art project. I need a lot of space and clean desk to then be able to make folders with the ideas or to sketch something. I don't do that on the work desks. This is idea over there where I usually film. That's my work desk, and over there the computer desk is the connection to the outside world and, well, the editing desk. So I have very specific spots in my studio to do things, and it was so necessary for me today to, well, just sort and organize. Same goes for the paper shelf and the paper box, especially my scrap paper box. I'm super happy that I got that, well, sorted so that I'm not hesitant to reach in there and look for a nice piece of pattern paper when I just quickly want to do something, when I'm in the process of doing artwork. But sometimes I did shy away from that box because it's just so much paper. And I just did take a new piece of paper from the stack upstairs, which is like not very frugal. Maybe I want to use my scraps first. So yeah, I can do that now because it's all sorted, and with the journals and book stuff for next year, I definitely had to do that beforehand. Otherwise I would go crazy because, you know, I'm gonna do that in real time on the videos, but what I don't want to do is search through my paper box down there for 20 minutes and then only have time to do artwork for another, I don't know, 100 minutes, and then my maximum of 2 hours for the video is full. I don't want to do that. I want to have these folders pretty much mostly ready, at least for the major items, and then I just take that folder and I do have 2 hours of art day video for you and not searching, you know. So yeah, that helps. And I will pack my project folders like these on this desk, and I just needed space for it, and I now have space. Space. So yeah, that's number one. Got a big huge box of paper recycling stuff that I have to throw away, just recycle. I have to put that downstairs. Ooh. with all the other recycling things that we have to take out on Wednesday. Because Wednesday we go food shopping, and that means we take away glass and paper for recycling. Anyway, I'm having, I think, quite the nice clean desk now. So that was a major thing that I had to do and wanted to do. And I'm now deciding, well, I'm writing the Christmas cards tomorrow because we're going to take them to the post office on Wednesday. Again, when food shopping happens, we do all the other stuff as well. Like I said, doing the recycling thing and also going to the post office. So I could do that tomorrow and actually use the time now to either color or edit the video, at least for the, I think, 3 hours of raw footage that I have for now. Or I could start cleaning that part and sorting the working desk part. What do I want to do? None of the above. Maybe coloring. But work first. 3 hours is not enough for a work day. I need an hour or two more to work, and then I can call it a night and, well, color maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure that out. I guess I will be painting, I think Wednesday. Well, Wednesday is actually my day off. Maybe Thursday. I'm good. Talking. I'm gonna do the tea painting, I think, on Thursday. So I haven't sorted the art box yet into my studio. I haven't decided yet. Do I want to have another box or container that has the art box items that I haven't used a lot yet, or do I want to sort them into my other supplies, like all the markers to the markers and stuff? I haven't decided yet, so maybe I just need an hour or two to figure that out. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, I'm happy that I got that much work done. If anything interesting happens, I'm gonna put on the camera and you can see. See you then. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. Yay! So, update. Yesterday, I've been, well, writing my Christmas cards. They are on their way now. Just brought them to the post office like half an hour ago. So we're just back from food shopping. And yeah, so check. That is done. Tina was here for Draw for Initiative, working on a new painting. And I will do my painting tomorrow and also do the tea painting. I decided on a theme or something that I want to paint. And, well, I'm going to show you in a later clip how that went. But I did color a bit more yesterday on my piece in the Summer Nights book. Finished the hair on this part and also colored in the upper 3 flowers, so I just have to complete this. Maybe I do that tonight because today is the last day of the 30-day coloring challenge, so I could maybe finish her later. But first, it's date night, and I'm gonna show you in a couple of minutes what we're gonna play. But today, I got woken up early-ish, 10 a.m., because the UPS guy did ring the doorbell, and I heard him. Hubby went to the door and, took the shipment for me, but I heard him, so I had to stand up, flip through the delivery, and, well, then go back to bed for another hour or two, because this is what I do. I rewarded myself. This is heavy, folks. I rewarded myself, or, well, actually, I made a birthday gift to myself this year. I don't do that very often, but once in a while, every couple of years, I do. And it got delivered. It's 4 different flow books. I'm going to show you in a minute. And it's all about the papers. So this is the first one. This is a huge, heavy book. It's the flow book for paper lovers. And there's lots of different kinds of papers and stickers and stuff in there. Posters, postcards, all kind of things that I can use in different kinds of projects next year. I already saw some things that I'm definitely gonna use probably in March for something that I'm gonna do monthly on Art Day. Sorry for being so cryptic, but you will find out soon enough. I don't want to tell you everything weeks and weeks in advance. You gotta be surprised or maybe inspired by some things next year. At least I am going to be. Anyway, second book. This reminds me of the Soul Pancake book here, the Chew on Life Big Questions book, which I liked a lot. And this one is pretty much the same kind of book. It's a lot of, mind searching and meditating and figuring stuff out. It's a workbook where you go through different answers to trigger things, to find things out. Also read about stuff that other people have for different kinds of parts. So it's more the work and reading book. But this is not the life big questions, but more like the, hold on. Like 5 inner questions. So it's 6. It's why do we take our thoughts so seriously? Why do we always feel hurried? Why can't we be a little kinder to ourselves? Why do we find new things so scary? Why must we always be happy? And why are we always busy doing? Why can't we just be? So these are the main big topics. And I found, this will sound so arrogant. I'm sorry for that in advance already. But I have an answer for those questions right away because I did work through them in my mind and decided my way to go. A couple of years ago, I think it's 3 or 4 years ago now, when I did work with the Soul Pancake book, the Chewing on Life's Big Questions book. It's a lot of soul searching there and finding what you think is right for you and maybe not be the norm. So I know a lot of the answers already, but still though I know the big answer, it's I want to go into detail with that. So maybe tweaking my way of approaching things or thinking about things or being inspired by certain things a tiny bit here and there, though having the big answer be the same in the end. So yeah, that's why I got the Mindful book. And it's every once in a while, I just really, I work a lot with what emotions are and thoughts on life, and maybe I'm very critical when it comes to society and norms and putting people into boxes. I'm very critical of that. So though I'm living that way, I don't always incorporate that in my artwork. There's some pieces where it's more obvious than not, but I think for 2017 I want to have maybe a bit more of those views and my answers to that question show in my artwork. So I guess that is why I said, okay, I want to work with a mindful book. The other one that I got is the Flow sketchbook. It has drawing lessons in there, or just ideas from illustrators, and I just find that very inspirational when it comes to looking at it and triggering an idea or a thought or something that would then result in my own artwork. Not copying, not learning per se, but I want to use this one for inspiration, for when I'm maybe not stuck on the big picture, but in the smaller details. Just I like to flip through things and look at inspirational books and magazines that have funny cartoons or weird illustrations, and then the last bit of the picture in my mind comes together and bam, I can paint it, you know. Last but not least, I got the Flow notebook for paper lovers, which is just blank pages that I can work in. Well, mostly blank pages. There's also stickers in there. There's some with a couple of lines. And just all in all, paper book. For, well, instead of the notebooks that I write things down, like, or a diary or something, I want this to be the raw idea book that is just mindless doodles that I'm not doing my sketchbook. In my sketchbook, I'm planning out things, I'm testing things. I have an idea already and I want to see how it looks on paper before I put it like on a watercolor paper or a canvas or something. But with this one, it would be more of the mindless doodles, meaning you listen to something, a podcast or an audiobook, and then the pictures that form when somebody talks about something, put that on paper, very raw, very not refined, you know. So this is what I got those books for, and they're gonna be in my shelf now. They're gonna live in the shelf of inspiration that I showed you earlier in the clip when I rearranged my what's it called, desk that I'm gonna sit at. So hold on, I'm gonna put you there and you can, hopefully I don't have the screen with me, but this should kind of work for an angle, I guess. Maybe, yeah, should work. So I have to make some space. You gotta go. No falling here. So you can expect me working with those or see those in artwork, especially in the art day videos next year or in the vlogs. So the Taco Clock vlogs, you will see me reach for those books again and again. Because funny enough, like I said, I already have things that inspired there. So now I'm having a bit of trouble here. See, do you fit? Can I make you fit? Ah, not really, so you have to go. This is, by the way, the notebook where I wrote my first novel, in having the ideas and just writing down scenes whenever I was traveling somewhere. So actually I could put this away, because I also wrote in it while I did write one of the scenes with my dad. So you're gonna go into the dad memory box. All about my dad. Okay, All right, I think that's that. I'm gonna take you now with me to the living room and I'm gonna show you what game we're gonna play. Maybe have to look things up a bit. Sorry for the lighting, it's gonna be better in a minute. So we haven't opened it yet, so I'm gonna open it with you. It's called Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, and we're gonna play it tonight. This is one of the campaign games that's currently out. Great. And we decided that this would be the 2-player game for us. That we would play on Wednesdays. So let's see if I gotta punch anything. Doesn't look like it. Just looks like. Alright, it's just paper in there. So I'm just gonna take a look at the rule book. So it's just lots and lots of paper stuff in there. Nothing to punch, but I'm gonna read the rules now because hubby and I are going to play tonight. Hi there, happy Friday. So, last clip of the week. I did paint yesterday, so I painted my Draw for Initiative painting and did also, well, voice over the video and get everything ready and uploaded already to YouTube for the new Draw for Initiative. We are working on season 5 currently, and well, we finished season 4 before we went to BGGCon. Now it's season 5, got the first video of that done already, and then I did paint yesterday with tea. Remember from the art box in the earlier vlog, I think it was last vlog, they did send tea to paint with, and I did that yesterday, and well, here's how it goes. So yeah, now that it is dry, it's a bit more purpley than red, especially here on the splatters. But I really like it. It's a very smooth kind of painting there. And I think this is not gonna be the last time I ever painted with tea. Yeah, I have to find a few new kinds of tea that have different colors. Of course, I have to drink that tea as well, so yay. Yeah, I really liked it. It was fun to do. So today, we're actually already done recording Gamers Couch. It's like 5-ish now, and during Hobby's lunch break, we did very quickly record the Gamers Couch of the Week. This time round, we talk about Railroad Revolution, so join in Sunday, which is tomorrow after this airs. We're gonna talk about this game, play a few turns of it too, and of course we're gonna unpack Hobby's second advent calendar box. It's new games, maybe some artwork too, but I'm not gonna take away any more. You have to join us tomorrow on the video, which I'm going to edit after I have edited this vlog. So my night today is editing because, well, usually we do that Saturday, but we're going out tomorrow night with our landlords for the annual dinner. And I wanted to make sure that work is done, so I had to push everything to Friday to, well, make sure that work is done and that I can enjoy dinner tomorrow for as long as I like and not have to think in the back of my head, oh, I gotta get back to work after this. It's like, nope. Whenever we go out with them, which is once a year at least, it's not the short nights. We talk. And, well, we talk politics, philosophy, society, human nature. It's very interesting. They have quite the nice view on things and very, very interesting thoughts. So we usually sit together long and talk about all the different things that are currently happening in the world. So I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow. And that means I have to work tonight for a bit longer. I'm not, well, I have colored a bit this week, but I haven't finished the page that I had done last for the coloring challenge. I just have a tiny bit to go, so maybe if all things go well, I can finish the coloring today, which you would probably then see in the next vlog, because I'm gonna have a tiny little clip of that. Anyway, I'm gonna go work now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, as per usual, leave them in the comment section below. I also hope you have a great second advent. Let me know what you do this weekend. Do you have a tradition for the second advent? I don't. So I just have traditions for the first advent weekend. But maybe you're doing something cool and want to share. Well, I'm curious. Let me know. For us, aside having, like I said, the dinner tomorrow, it's quote unquote just game night on Sunday. So I'm gonna cook something seasonal, and I haven't decided yet what I want to cook. And we play board games because, well, it's Sunday And that's what you do on Sundays, at least in our house. So have fun, folks. Again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you got inspired by a thing or two in this video. I would really like that. If you want to show me that you liked this video, well, give it a thumbs up, because, well, that helps. It helps on deciding what to record, what you find interesting. It also helps, well, getting views and therefore sustaining the business. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, I would very much appreciate you subscribing. I have lots and lots of art videos and also board game related videos throughout the week. And well, I would love for you to be a subscriber and go on this journey of being an artist with me. And yeah, I guess that's that. All the plugs are done. I guess. You can also, by the way, follow me on the social medias. Any kind of the platforms that are in the description box below. If you want to follow, feel free. I'd love that. And now for the last time, goodbye. I'm gonna see you in the next vlog, folks. Have a lovely day, take good care, and thanks again for watching. Bye.